Another one of the Democratic lies to try and keep people from voting Republican is to say that Republicans will set women back and the Democrats help women. That is so patently ridiculous. Let's talk about bread and butter issues like jobs. The Democrats have destroyed women in so many ways by having millions and millions of people leave the labor force in disgust under the horrible Obamonomics. We have the lowest percentage of people now in the labor force in 70, 80 years. How does that help women? And for women entrepreneurs, we have more businesses failing than starting under Obamonomics. Obamacare is crushing the family. And all of that hurts women. And there's this thing about Romney. Remember when he ran and he had binders full of women trying to get women jobs? The Democrats made that a bad thing? How is that a bad thing to want to get women jobs? Well, now we have an honest-to-goodness guy, a billionaire running for president, who's employed thousands of women, pays women very high levels, advanced women more than anybody else in the real estate industry. We got many accolades from women employees. And what has Hillary done for women? Oh, she pays them less in the State Department. She pays them less in her phony foundation. She abused the women who Bill raped and abused. And then remember the case where she was an attorney and she got a rapist off and then there's a video of her laughing about getting the rapist off. She's a terrible person about women and disgusting. And she's no role model. You know, Margaret Thatcher and Golda Meir and Angela Merkel got to be heads of their countries on their own. She got it because she didn't quit on her husband who raped and abused all those women, but rather led the campaign to abuse them, and as a reward got a Senate seat in New York where she'd never lived before, and then got to be Secretary of State. She's only done this on the coattails of her husband. She's not competent, and in fact, she's the worst Secretary of State we've ever had, and I have other videos about that. So what kind of role model is she? So Democrats have done no favors for women. They've hurt women. And this whole thing about contraception, that was such a ridiculous thing. You can go to Walgreens and get contraception for $12 a month. And there's plenty of organizations that'll give it to you if you can't afford it. So it's nonsense to say that anybody's trying to take away your contraception. In other words, this is just another, and you know who's hurting women? 99.7% of the population is not transgender. And there's a lot of people that don't want their 11-year-old girls having to take showers in locker rooms with guys who claim that because they feel like women that day, they're allowed to work and to go to take showers with the 11-year-old girls. That's 99.7% of the population, and that's who Hillary wants to accommodate, the 3.3% that are transgender. And so this is another phony issue by Democrats trying to divide the population. We have a man who's employed thousands of women. He's got a great daughter, great wife, a couple great daughters. I mean, the guy is just terrific. He's advanced women all the time. And the idea that Republicans are going to hurt women is just nonsense. With the free market approach and massive new jobs, women will be helped more than ever before by a Republican president.